They have line to define a form, define a shape. To make it into a form, we use light and shade, grayscale. Okay, light and shade. Then there is color. There is texture. With these elements, we manipulate over and over again using principles. Like so, we will be coming back to this over and over again. Okay. Now I'm going to start on perspective. What do we mean by perspective? Actually, when we started, I did a drawing where, let's see, I had the drawing. I did a drawing, the very beginning, if you remember. No, that's not in this notebook, I think. I did a drawing where there is a tree close by, another tree slightly away, and a road going. Didn't we do that drawing? We did, right?
No, sir, no.
No? Okay, how come? No, introduction class, I was drawing, like what are we going to be doing, and I did a very casual drawing. Okay, let me just start with that. Okay, what we mean by perspective is perception is different. Perception is what we see, what we hear, what we understand by hearing, what we understand by seeing, what we understand by feeling. This is hot, this is cold, this is hard, this is soft, this is smooth, that is tactile perception. Okay, somebody is talking. Okay, that's a child, that's a man, that's a woman. Okay, there is a sound, maybe it's a bird. That is hearing perception. And visual perception is also there. And visual perspective is seeing distance in a comparative manner, like what? Okay, let me draw this. Today is the 10th, right? 10/02/26. Perspective. Perspective is different from perception. Okay, we'll remember that. Okay. Now that Bhuvana spoke about light and shade, let me ask you, is there any doubt in that light and shade, in those light and shade classes? Any doubt? No? Everybody is very clear about it? Okay, everybody is very clear about it. So happy about that. Because, because it's not absolutely easy. But yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah. Suddenly it has become 5. We were 6. Now we have become 5 people. No, we are 6 people again. Okay. Because without light and shade, of course, without light there is nothing. Yeah, without light there is nothing. If there is light, there will be shade. We can use 4, 5 lights and make a shadow disappear. Yeah, we can do that. That's what they do in movies, when they don't want shadows. But without light and shade, we can't create dimension. We can't see distance. Okay, but light and shade is there. With that in mind, we talk about, okay, now I'm going to draw 4 pictures here. I'm going to draw a road, okay? I'm going to draw a road from here, and that road is coming like that, and that is a very far away distance, long, several miles, like in places like Texas and things like that. Other way, like I have very rarely, Russia I have seen, but India, very rarely you see a road which starts from one end, like from wherever we are, goes to the horizon. It'll go and dip down. It'll turn. But going straight and disappearing, look at happening to disappear. Very rarely we see. Okay? So meaning that is the end of the earth. Okay? Do you see the drawing? I'm drawing it very light. Huh? But do you see the drawing? Okay. If you don't see the drawing, you can tell me? You can say it's slightly out of focus because my bandwidth is bad. My net is not good today because my area of Bangalore, okay, it comes back. My area of Bangalore doesn't have electricity. So I'm working with data. Okay, thank you, Hulda. So now I'm going to draw a few people. Okay. That is somebody who is, my camera is here. Okay, my camera is here. And there is somebody who is standing right in front of my camera. Okay, that's the person standing right in front of my camera. Okay? Yeah, he is Shastrigal. Okay. Okay, why not? I'm not making fun, but I'm just making a statement. Okay. Now there is somebody here. This person is here, right? On the road is coming like this, but we have stopped the drawing there. This person is standing here. Okay? That person is standing here. Means that person is standing there. The light is right above. Okay? There is somebody standing here. And somebody is standing here trying to take something from the ground. Huh? Light is right above. Huh? Is it going on well? This person is standing near us, this person is standing slightly away, these two people are quite far away. Now there is somebody standing here. Okay? Is this okay? What
No,
is wrong?
sir. The size of the person is not like since he's far, it's supposed to be like little
So,
smaller.
so Yeah. So that is common knowledge. Somebody put thumbs up. Somebody put thumbs up. Who was that? Why do you say this is right?
So all are in like different sizes. That's why I put a thumbs up.
Yeah. See,
Proper.
this no, not different sizes. All of them are almost the same size. 5 feet, 5 feet 2, 5 feet 6, 5 feet 8. No, something like that. Okay. Okay. But this person is very close. That person is mid distance. That person is a bit far away. So they seem to become small. Okay. Suddenly, this person is bigger than this person. Either this person should be a giant or this drawing is wrong. Or maybe this person is standing on a box here. Maybe even that is on a box here. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So, objects of the same size. So, this is 5 feet something. All these people are 5 feet something. Now this looks okay. Uh, Hulda, now this looks okay
Yes, sir.
because it has come here.
Yes.
That person can be that big. Okay. So, what we mean is, uh, objects of the same size, objects of the same size seem to become smaller as they recede from us. Okay? Let me show that. Okay. Same size? Okay, same size. Obviously, this looks smaller. Yeah, both of them are same size. This looks bigger, that looks smaller, and I'm going to take it here. This looks so big here, looks so small there. Okay, so even without having light and shade, having road, or even without that, suppose I'm going to be drawing this. I'm not even going to be drawing 3 dimension. I'm just going to be drawing like that. Suppose I show you this picture and ask you, hmm? I ask you,
Somebody,
whoever, huh?
I would like an
an
answer.
answer.
Okay,
Okay,
Bhuvaneshwari.
Bhuvaneshwari, maybe.
Or
Or
Muskan.
Muskan.
Sort
Sort
of
of
give
give
me,
me,
explain
explain
this in a
this in a
couple of
couple of
words,
words,
please.
please.
Muskan,
Muskan, just
this
this
page.
page. What
Does
does
it
it
look
look
like?
like?
Muskan?
Muskan?
It looks like some plate or something, like
Boards,
path,
board,
pathway.
yeah.
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 And
And
this
this
is
is
near.
near.
Doesn't it
Doesn't
look
it
as
look
if it
as
is
if it is
going
going
away?
away?
Yes, it does so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It
does
does
look
look
like
like
it's
it's
going
going
away.
away.
So
So
there is
there
a
is a
distance.
distance.
There
There is a
is a
distance
distance
from
from here
here
to
to
here
here
to
to
here.
here.
That's
That's
the
the
distance
distance
from
from here
here
to
to
here to
this
this
man,
man,
to
to
that
that
lady
lady
out
out
there,
there,
the
the
couple of
couple of
people
people
out
out
there.
there.
That's
There's
a
a
difference.
difference.
Okay?
Okay?
It's
It's
going
going
away.
away. Okay? So, what we say is, let me write with the pen. I hope this pen writes. Actually, there shouldn't be a comma here. The hyphenation is wrong. But I wanted to stop the sentence there, break the sentence there. Huh?
Sir, it's not showing properly.
Yeah, my hand is there. No? So if I take my hand, it'll go focus. It'll always.
On the nearest.
So it's focusing on the hand. I'll take it. I'll be reading it, and it'll come into focus. So
what we
what we are trying to say is, objects are the same size. Objects are the same size seem to become smaller as they recede from us. Huh? Objects are the same size seem to become smaller. Objects are the same size seem to become smaller as they recede from us. As they go away from us, it looks as if they are becoming small. Of course, we know it's not becoming small, but it looks as if it is becoming small. Now it is in focus, almost in focus, right? But you can write it down as I'm saying, objects of the same size seem to become smaller as they recede from us. Okay? Okay. Actually, your thumbs up helps me a lot when I said when I'm not sure whether you have understood what I'm saying. If I ask a question, is it okay? Have you understood? Thumbs up actually helps a lot. Please give me thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So, objects are becoming smaller as they recede from us. Okay, that is understood. Now, if they are becoming smaller, okay, it was that big. Okay, I'll bring it here. Okay, so it was that big. Okay, it was that big. It went far away. It became smaller, 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 smaller. Suddenly, it will be so small you won't be able to see, right? It will be so small you won't be able to see. There is an object, but it is going far away. So it is going so far away that it disappears or it vanishes. Okay, so what do we mean by that? I'm going to be using HB pencil, so this is going to be very light. Huh? So what I'm saying is, this road I'm going to draw again. it looks as if the road is over. That point, which is the vanishing point, okay, something vanishes there, right? So we can call it vanishing point, right? Nothing wrong in calling it vanishing point. So we can call it vanishing point. Any objections? No. Okay. Okay, we can call it vanishing point. So we call it vanishing point. That particular point is seven others, nine. So now 7 people are there. Okay, 2 more people are missing. I would like to know. Now, naturally, you're going to be the people who are absent today. One person came late. Samanvi or somebody came. I don't know who came late.
Bindu, sir.
Bindu. Okay, so you came late. Okay, like got delayed. I'm not able to come. No, happens. No, like that happens. But please don't ignore this. Of course, you have made the payment. You're going to write the examination. You're going to get the certificate. Whether you get the certificate or not is no. I don't want to attend class. Means naturally you won't be able to write the examination. Not we don't have attendance, but you won't have the knowledge. You won't have the record to write an examination. That's up to you. Okay, because it's your money, your time, your decision. But let me tell you this. I prepared the syllabus apart from the syllabus that the university gave. I prepared the syllabus. I set the system. Now we start with this. We start with elements of design and go to this perspective. And then we go to coloring, and then we go to watercolor, we do portrait, we do landscape. That system I created based on centuries of teaching and learning. Centuries of teaching and learning. And not just by age, but by experience. What I have gone through as a teacher, even before that as a designer, before that as an artist, before that as an art student. My experience is so vast and deep, and I'm sharing that with you within 104 hours, 52 days, 26 weeks, without 6 months, just 2 days a week and 2 hours a day. If you are going to be with me, you're going to gain centuries of knowledge within this time. And I worked very hard to put this together in that nutshell, in a systematic way. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I start 1, maybe I can go to 3 and come back to 2. I can't go from 1 to 4. 2 to 6, I can't. Everything will go up wrong. So it's such a beautiful system. Unless you are in the class, you're not going to get the full benefit of this teaching. I always say it's not me who is teaching. I have taken the teaching method and teaching blocks from centuries of great teachers, and I am just showing you that this is how to learn art. This is how to learn to teach art, not just learning art. How to teach art is what I'm teaching. That is from older teachers. So please don't miss classes. Okay, and you're very few well, let's not talk money. This is big expense for Bridge Academy. Okay. And I myself am sacrificing because of the small numbers of English language students. You can understand the number of students is equal to the pay. The private
Situation is that.
that. Why am I willing to do this? Because I think that I can give that knowledge that I got from somewhere to you effectively. English is an international language, so it's going to be very easy for me to teach. It's going to be very easy for you to learn, and very easy for you to teach in turn. Okay, so please don't miss classes. This I'll be going through 4 or 5 times. At least next class, please do come. Okay, don't miss classes. Thank you. Okay, so this road goes and disappears, vanishes. That will usually be on the horizon. Where horizon is where the sky and earth seem to meet. Seem to meet. So vanishing point will always be on the horizon line. So that we call as the horizon line. Horizon line, or we call it eye level line. Okay, let me just write it. Two words, but and we also give it a symbol. What is the symbol? It's like that. Do you understand what that is? So I'll bring it closer. You understand? An eye. You know, eye looking sideways. So we call that eye level line or horizon line. Vanishing point will always be on the horizon line. Let me tell you why we call that eye level line. When we stand on plain ground, Plain, plain ground, flat ground. No? No ups and downs. Or plain ground. And looking straight. If you can watch this camera, okay? If you can watch this camera, so you're giving a straight look like that. If you're giving a straight look like that, and if your chin is parallel to the ground, that is when you give a straight look. And your eye is also giving a straight look. You'll see the horizon. So if you draw a line, okay, if you draw a line, I'm going to draw a profile. Huh? I'll take a slightly sharper pencil. I'm trying to be as sketchy as possible. So this person is having a straight level look. There is one person standing here. And giving a look to that. That will be the horizon. If this is a plain ground, and if somebody is standing there and that person is also of the same height, this person is standing here, this person is standing there, and this person is slightly closer. There is one person standing there. Okay. How will that happen? That person's eye level will also be the same.
Do you
You
see
can
that?
see that.
And
And there is one person standing here. This is a plain ground, all these people are of the same height. No, hypothetical. That is how it will be. So, what is this? What is this? Yes, Hulda.
So you're telling that we need to consider the eye level.
Yeah,
As
consider.
a person goes, from the eye level, we need to take the. So how we will differentiate the height, sir? Then, like if we take from the eye level,
How will differentiate the height of the person?
yeah, like how we will we determine like okay, this much like eye level we will be matching,
Okay.
but how can we determine okay this is low? So it's just like the calculation or like is there any particular thing?
We are going to come to that. We are going to come to that. Okay. So, this I'm doing with the calculation without showing you the calculation. I have a calculation, but I'm not showing you the calculation. That's it. Okay. So now I'm going to do it here. Or shall we go to the next page? Why not, na? We'll go to the next page. And thank you, Hulda. Next page is another 15 rupees. Just a joke. Just a joke. But it is expensive. It's 170 GSM paper, a notebook that I'm using. Wait. I always have this X-ray film. If you go to any X-ray lab or if you like we go in for our checkup, this, that, to many labs. And if we ask those people, now, like if you can give me
X-ray film, which is not useful
to you,
they
they will keep, what are they going to be doing with an old X-ray film? But it's going to be very, very useful for us. Okay, I have to set it right. Okay, fine.
Now,
how did we go? We showed people, we showed objects becoming smaller and vanishing on the horizon line. On the eye level line. Isn't it? The vanishing point was arrived at later. But when we are doing a drawing, Because we know this formula, we start with drawing the horizon line. We start with drawing the horizon line. I usually have two scales. What is it? 12 inches and the other is the 18 inches. I usually have a 24 inches, but 24 inches I have a steel scale and 36 inches, I think it is. 36, 48. 48 inches, which is steel. Okay, so professionally, when you go into that, you slowly start building your materials. Okay, now I'm going to take it right up so that this won't disturb me anyway. Okay, now see. We can divide the page into half, or we can say, I'm going to show more of the ground than the sky. So this is our vision, right? This is our vision. We are going to capture a particular area of our vision and put it here. Okay? So we are going to project our vision onto this paper. We are projecting our vision onto this paper as a drawing. Okay? See, all these things are going to be recorded and kept. Okay, so when you suddenly remember, there was some sentence that was interesting, that seemed to be useful. You can always go back and listen and take notes. Apart from answering your question paper during the university examination or Bridge Academy examination, apart from that, this knowledge is going to be helpful throughout your life. Okay, so take notes. I keep renewing my own notes. Depending upon what I say, while I'm giving a lecture, suddenly I'll say something that I had not said earlier. Something that I read or something that I put together from some reference, this reference. Oh, I should mention this. So in my notes, I add that. Okay, so keep notes, which is more than just the notes that we have for our examination. Okay, so let me sharpen the pencil. I think it's a 2B. Okay, so that will be slightly darker, but not very dark. So I decide whether the eye level line. Now we talk about eye level line. I wish I had not folded it. Let me go back to that page. Ramachandran sir couldn't come today because he has another class going on. But he might walk. No, I don't know. He might walk in, if possible, just to see what is happening. Ramachandran sir is actually helping me rather than being an employee of Bridge Academy. I'm an employee of Bridge Academy. Ramachandran sir is helping me do this job. Okay, so just for your information. Okay. Now, what did we call this? We call this eye level line. Okay. So we'll just call it EL, eye level. Okay. So this is eye level line. What will you call this area? Logic. Somebody?
Ground level?
No, we have a name called eye level. This is eye level. This is below this line. So what will that be?
Below eye level.
Exactly. Sounds very silly, but this is below eye level. Okay? So we call this See, we have certain terms so that we can be talking
to
to guide
each
each other.
No,
No,
take it
take it
below
below
eye
eye
level.
level.
Okay.
Okay?
Below
Below EL, I'll write. Eye level. Okay. Vanishing point will become VP. Okay? Horizon will become eye level. Okay? And what will this be naturally? What will this part be? This
Above
is
eye
below eye
level.
level. Obviously. Obviously. Huh? So these are terms that are very important to us. And AEL, BEL becomes important, horizon line. When we talk about planes, PLANE, not that plane, but flat area, a plain glass, as we say, a plain board, as we say, which is not undulating, it is flat. Okay? So many of the drawings that we'll be doing will be talking about that. See, when we did the light and shade, we were drawing a board, which was a plain board. Okay? Plain ground. Okay. So now this is understood. Okay. So now we go and we plan now. Do I want the above eye level to be more than the below eye level or vice versa? Yeah? So, okay. What I'm going to do is, let me show this more. Okay? Because this is what we are going to be sort of concentrating on. Okay? So, what we'll do is, this is, does anybody know, this is A3 notebook. Does anybody know the size of A3 notebook? In centimeters or inches? Centimeters maybe? Nobody volunteered. My dears. A3, A4 size we have to know. Yeah, we have to know. 21 by 29.74 is A4. 21 centimeters by 29.74, almost 30. Okay, but 29.74. I'll come to why we. And that is half of this is A4, right? So that will be 29.74. That will be 21. So A3 will be, the smaller size will become double. 29.74 into 42 centimeters will be A3. Okay. Let me just write the date. Today is the 10th. வந்துச்சா ஓ இன்னைக்கு சாயங்காலம் வரைக்கும் வராது வந்துச்சா அப்போ மோட்டர் போட்டு விடுறியா கொஞ்சம் திரும்பி போயிடுச்சுனாப்புல தண்ணி கொஞ்சம் தான் போல இருக்கு மேல Okay, perspective. I wrote perspective in caps there. I write perspective in cursive here. Next would be maybe up and down, but separate letters. Consistency is very important. Yeah, very, very true. But variety is also good, right? Principles, when we come to principles, we'll talk about principles separately, but just to. The first principle is unity. So this is Bridge Academy's DFA 6 months at Tuesday, Thursday DFA course. So everything that is happening with us, with us, amongst us, is regarding the DFA 15th batch E. There has to be a unity. I cannot suddenly be teaching you how to do sleeve cutting and how to do the collar stitching. That's a different course. This is a DFA Fine Arts course. But it's not going to be okay, DFA Fine Arts course, DFA Fine Arts course, DFA. No, it's not that. Art. Shade is there, perspective is there, we go to color, elements of design, principles of design, texture, this. So there has to be a variety. There has to be a unity that also has to be a variety. The unity is I'm teaching perspective, I'll teaching perspective till I complete
all the topics,
all the topics,
all the bullet points
in perspective.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm deliberately writing in a different
That's
page.
a
That's a
different
different
page.
page. This is a different page. That's the reason why I'm getting that.
Okay. So,
So
20. How much did we
How
say
much did we say this is?
Remember anybody?
Remember anybody? 29.74.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Here it will be it's slightly less, 29.6. How do they arrive at this? Papers are made in factories. Now, we know, like cotton, wood pulp, chalk powder, glue, whitening agent. All these things are made into a pulp, and it is poured on a thin layer on a mesh, very fine mesh, and all the water comes out, and you get the paper, and then the paper is rolled to compress it, take the water out, and it is dried. Paper also has clay, like chalk powder, clay. So we call paper a ceramic. If you listen to this lecture again, it will be interesting to note down, like, what is the definition of a straight line? The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It's something that you can note down. I didn't create them. I just read them, I memorized them. I'm using them appropriately. You can do so. And be called a good teacher. I'm called a good teacher because of that. Okay, so now, paper, how to make paper. So paper is a ceramic. And do you know that paper has somewhere around about 13% to 25%, sometimes even 25% water in it? 25% water. That's the reason why it's flexible. That's the reason why it doesn't break. There are fibers. But if the fibers become totally dry, they are brittle. Okay, so just to know about paper. So when they're making it in the factory, they roll out. Handmade paper is small, tiny pieces. Okay, 20 inches by 30 inches, 25 inches by 22 inches, so on and so forth. Small pieces they make. Very expensive. That's the reason why they are so expensive. But the factory-made papers are wide and hundreds of meters long. Okay. So there is all these are done by machines. So the paper maker is not going to be making the machine. Another factory is going to be making the machine. So there has to be a standard size. Like all chairs in this world, the seat is 18 inches. Yeah. The bottle lid, there are about, say, okay, 10 different bottle lids. We'll say, no, there are more than that. But so this size bottle lid is this size bottle lid exactly throughout the world. So if you take this lid and go to China, Korea, Europe, America, Australia, or Africa, you go to this size bottle and put this lid, it will fit. Okay, so these machines are made in such a standard that all the paper anywhere in the world will have about 4-5 different sizes of widths. The width will be 4-5 different sizes. Precisely 3 clearly. Okay, A size, B size, C size. Ours is A. So when they make the paper, they make it into a roll, 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters, 5,000 meters. Okay, so depending upon the requirement, depending upon machine,
the
the
length
length
of the
of the
paper is
paper is
limited
limited
and
and
sent to
sent
the
to the
cutting
cutting
factory.
factory.
There,
There,
they
they
will
will
cut
cut
the
the
length.
length.
Check,
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 check.
check.
When
When
they
they
cut,
cut,
they
they
cut
cut
A0.
A0.
You're
You're
talking
talking
about
about
A
A
size
size
paper.
paper.
They
They
cut
cut
A0.
A0.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
A0
A0
paper.
paper.
That
That
is
is
taken
taken
in.
in.
Now,
Now,
people
people
don't
don't
want
want
A0, they
A0, they
want a
want a
slightly
slightly
smaller.
smaller.
They
They
cut
cut
in
in
the
the
center.
center. See, the width is greater than the length. It's cut in the center. Now it is turned. Now it has become A1. Now the length is greater than the width here. But naturally, if you turn it, then the length is greater than the width. Width is greater than the length. Now, as we turn, orientation. Now we cut again. A2 has become A3. Now we cut again, A4. Now we cut again, A5. Now we cut again, A6. Okay? So now, 20, we'll call it 30 for convenience sake, we'll call it. And it is 11 and 3/4 inches. 11 and, okay, 3/4 inches, slightly less than that. 11 and 3/4 inches by 16 and a half inches. This is longer. Okay, 16 and a half inches in inches. Generally, we talk in centimeters. Okay. So now, I want this to be, I want above eye level to be less than below eye level. Okay, so 30 inches I'll say. I'll keep 11 inches and 19 inches. Okay? So I mark two places because I want this line to be parallel. Parallel to the top and bottom are parallel. The right side and the left side are parallel. Obviously, right? We know that. Now I want this line to be parallel to this and this. So I measure 11 centimeters from there. I measure 11 centimeters from here. Now I want to be very precise. I don't want to make a mistake. Means I will take one more 11 from here. So if I make a mistake, if I connect these two lines, okay, when I take my hand off, I think you'll see those dots. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you'll see those dots. Huh? Okay, so if I'm going to be connecting these two, the center dot should fall on that line. If that falls on that line, my markings are right. Okay? Now, what have we done? We have drawn the horizon line. Right? We have drawn the horizon line. I'm going to write the name. Horizon line. What else do we have to mark on this? Somebody? Nobody's going to answer? I can't, no, like that. Okay. What do I draw here? Hello?
Eye level.
Okay, thank you. Eye level symbol. Okay? I draw the eye level symbol. Now what do? We draw one object. Okay, so Bhuvaneshwari, Hulda and Muskan will not talk. Somebody else will have to tell. And quickly, don't waste time. Even if you're going to be 5 people, I don't mind. We don't have our 5 people here, apart from these 3. I'm going to be drawing one object here. And I'm going to be repeating it over and over again. And I'm going to be answering, I think, Hulda's question. how do I define the size? Yeah, you asked that. Yeah, somebody tell me what object should I draw? No, something very simple, not very complicated. Tell me please, somebody, quickly. Should I name somebody?
So tree.
Pardon, tree.
Tree, yes. Tree.
Okay, very simple tree. Okay.
Yes.
Because let's make it as simple as possible. Okay, I'm going to draw one tree as simple as possible. So I will draw it somewhere here. I don't want it to go above that. Okay. I don't want it to go above that. Which means I'm going to draw. That's a. Let's draw that tree as simple as that. Okay. So if shadow is coming from here, naturally the light is coming from here, right? So this part will be in shadow, the bottom will be in shadow, the light is coming from here. Okay, coming from here. Okay. Now it is going to start moving away from us. It's going to start moving away from us. What will happen? It will start becoming smaller. Not actually smaller. Seems to become smaller. लगता है சிறிதாவது போல் தோற்றமளிக்கிறது. Okay? It looks as if it is becoming smaller. Seems to become smaller as it recedes from us. When it's going away from us, as it recedes, it becomes smaller. So what will happen when it keeps becoming smaller and smaller and smaller? What will happen? It will seem to vanish. Right? So what should we have now? Sindhu.
So
We have to make one
marking.
a
What
mountain
marking?
and a river.
No.
Okay.
No, we are not going
No,
to.
we are not going. We are just going to draw tree.
Now the tree is
going to go
towards the horizon.
towards the horizon.
So it will
So
become
it
small.
becomes small.
Yes, sir.
And what will happen?
It will.
It will.
Land in a point.
It
will
will.
vanish.
It will. What is that point name?
Vanishing point.
Exactly.
So
now we have
to draw the vanishing point.
We have to
We have to mark the vanishing point.
Okay.
Where?
Where?
On
the horizon.
Okay.
Okay. On the horizon. So let me mark it there. Let me mark it there. That is. We don't have to write vanishing point. We can write VP. Right? We can write VP. For us, it's not Vice President. It's not VP Singh. It is vanishing point for us. Okay? Now what did we say? This tree, if it is going towards the vanishing point, it's becoming smaller and smaller as it goes away, right? That is exactly what we said. Okay. Now what we are going to do, the tree ends there. Okay, so that is the center of the tree. Okay, the tree at the top ends here. That is the center of the tree. Just assumption, okay? Hypothetical. This is a diagram. This is not a natural drawing. This is a diagram. Okay? Now I'm going to use a different ink to show you the perspective line or the vanishing line. So it comes from here to the vanishing point. We take the top point of an object and the bottom point of an object and connect them to the vanishing point. This is the reason why we need two to, like when there is an obstruction. We are connected. So that is how it will vanish. Now I'm going to draw. Now I have one more point. Where should this become? I will draw that line also. Hmm? Should we draw this line? Not necessary. No? Approximately we can draw. Should we draw that line? We can. If it is a building, then we have to draw all those lines so that the size is right. But here the tree can vary. Okay. So now this tree is going to come here. This tree is here. Okay. Now this tree is going to come here. Okay. So that's going to be a vertical line. That is going to be, that is where the tree is going to come. Okay. Now this is going to come here. How is it? From here, the width also will become smaller. This line that I draw, is thick like that. This line that I draw is thin like that and light. It goes up to that. Maybe slightly thicker, slightly darker, okay? And it comes like that. Exactly the same tree. Not possible, but do you see that I have made the lines lighter and thinner? Okay, now I'm going to draw one tree here. This tree is here. There is one tree here. Okay, now what do we say? I want this tree here. Hulda, your question being answered. You said, how do I know what height? No, like you would draw, okay, this person is smaller than this person, that is understood. That person is smaller than this person, understood. But how do I know the exact size? Yeah, in a perspective drawing, this is a diagram. Now we know the exact size. If there is one tree here, we know the exact size. Right? Suppose one tree is going to be here, it will be like that. Very thin line. The texture will also not show here. The texture is showing. The texture will also not show. And it will become lighter. And there is one tree here, or maybe this tree comes here. What will the height of the tree be? That much, right? So we draw one parallel line here and one parallel line here. One parallel line here. Okay, we'll have to measure and do that for sake of time. And this tree comes here. All that will come, no? And there is one more tree here, which is coming here. There is one tree. What will happen to, no, okay, there is one tree here, one tree here. I'm drawing parallel lines, huh? Approximate, but parallel lines, huh? let's draw a vertical line. If there is going to be a tree here, okay, not on the same line, one tree here. Shall we draw human beings here? Who helped me with this idea? Sindhu. What else shall we draw? Something else.
From animal, sir.
Thank you very much. That's going to be difficult. Okay. Okay, so we will draw one dog sitting. Okay, as simple as possible. Because like why I don't want something complicated is it takes a lot of time. Okay? So the same story will follow. Now to draw another animal here or here, it is easy because that much, so I can say, okay, that much would be good. 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 But if I'm going to be drawing a dog there, how am I going to do that? I'll have to do the vanishing point trick. So a vertical line, that is the lowest point, that is the highest point. I connect these two. Okay, I'm almost there. And the dog, suppose I have to draw a dog here. Okay, or I draw a dog here. So on that line is going there, a vertical line, that will be the height of the dog. I bring a parallel line out here. Okay, I bring a parallel line here and I say, okay, that is going to be the head. Sindhu, don't ask me why this dog is facing this side and this dog is facing this side. I took the dog there and made it face that way, but it turned this side. What can I do? So, can't help. Okay, so, Hulda, your question answered? So if I'm going to be drawing a dog here, okay, here. If I'm going to be drawing a dog here, that is going to be that. Okay, we'll draw a small hut here. What do we draw? We draw the facade, as we say, face. Okay, so what shall we take? Something solid. Not. Yeah. Now I'm going to draw a hut here. Now, so I want to show you something and give you the names. Okay, so this is a solid thing, right? Three-dimensional object. Okay, so that will be the face, right? So we call this the facade. F-A-C-A-D-E. Okay. Let me just write it here. facade. So, we draw the facade of the hut. If you want to draw this here, we'll draw the facade of this. We have drawn the facade, okay? Apsara and all those things, and we connect it to the vanishing point, right? And we connect it to the vanishing point. We have drawn the top, we have drawn the side. The object is drawn. We want to draw the same thing here. We draw the, like if it is drawn properly, we draw the line there. That's the facade. From here, there will be one line. Is this understood? So we draw the facade of the hut. We can take this side as the facade, then we draw it this way. You can keep changing the direction, but I'm drawing it this way. So there are some vital points. The top is there. These points are important. These points are important. Maybe these points are also important. So we try to connect as many as possible. All to the vanishing point. So when we draw a line, say when we draw a line like that, there are 2 points to a line, you know that? We know the character of a line, okay? The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. But any line has 2 points. If the 2 points are brought together, then it becomes a shape. When the shape is given a dimension by texturing it, it becomes a form. We know that, right? What if, will any line have 3 points? So we call this an end. This is the left end, that's the right end. That's the top end, this is the bottom end. Okay, so ends. There are 2 ends to a line. Can there be 3 ends to a line? No. What if there are 4 ends to a line? The line has become 2 lines. Am I right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So, why I'm asking you to give a thumbs up is if you don't understand, you can ask. If you think what I'm saying doesn't make any sense, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots. Okay, I think I have covered all. Huh? Okay, I'm going to connect that. These are all almost on the dots. Okay, on that line itself. But this we can draw, though we won't see this, we can draw so that when we do the facade of the next house, this will be helpful. Huh? Okay, so I draw a line parallel to this. That is that dot. So from there, a hut is made. Okay, you can either have a doorway there, you can have a doorway there, or you can have a doorway. Okay. Okay. You just take it like that, huh? Or you can have we can have a window here. Huh? So, this side of the hut and that side of the hut will be the same size, but because of vanishing phenomenon, it's a phenomenon. Like there is an explanation to it why it looks like that, but we don't have to go through that, okay? This is darker, the light is coming from here, okay? Someone's mic is open. Someone's microphone is open, so. Is this understood? How this hut is made? I'm making it as simple as possible. Okay? It's not proportionate. It's not proportionate to the rest of the drawing. But I'm just giving you. Okay, now I'm going to draw one more hut. We'll say that the dog has run away. Okay, we'll ask the dog to run away. Gone. Okay. Now there is one more hut which is exactly on the same line. So I draw a parallel line here. Okay. And I draw that line coming here. When I draw that, I go here. I draw a line there. I draw a line here. And I draw a line there. Now this is easy. Now we know how to do this. We can go in for detailing. Huh? This is a tiled house. This is a thatched house. And there's a shadow falling, okay? There is somebody standing in front of the hut. Somebody working on something. Okay, this person is carrying something, putting something on the, maybe they are building the hut. Is this understood? Now we are going to draw a hut here. I bring everything here. So that would be the bottom line, okay? And that would be the top line, okay? So that line, so I draw that, and it goes to the vanishing like that. And it has become very light because it is far away. So what we are doing, we are drawing lines and creating vanishing. We call this line perspective. And how many vanishing points are there? One. Okay? So we have some names. Okay. We draw perspective, this show distance using thick and thin line or outline drawing showing objects which are becoming smaller as they recede from us. Now, can you tell me a tall, very big object, something like what? A tower. No, like something very tall. Okay. So there is a, for why it is there, nobody knows, but it is like that. If you go to Agra, if you have been to Agra, you would have seen that they have lots of towers on the way. You know, that was the postal system, that was the information distribution system of the Mughals. I think Akbar started it and a lot of people carried it on, okay? uh, okay, so we'll just say that's a staircase which is coming like that, huh? There's a staircase which is coming like that. There is a man. There'll be one more tower close by. From here, he will give sign language, or he will have a mic or something and shout from here, or he will have certain color flags, and when he shows that, it means something. There is a meaning to it. Okay? So now, that will go to the vanishing. Okay? We know this is that line. So there is a tower out here which is on this line, okay? Proportionately it becomes smaller. And the line also becomes lighter automatically looks as if it is far away. Do we understand the system? Yeah? Okay. This is known as how many vanishing points are there? 1. Okay? 1. So, one point it can either be said 1 point vanishing or 1 point perspective. Okay, which automatically means there is more to it. If there is 1 point perspective, maybe there is a 2 point perspective. There's a 2 point perspective, maybe there is a 3 point perspective. That is all. Yeah, when we see, what do we see? We see the width. We see the width. When we are having a level look, we call it a level look to see the horizon, right? We called it a level look, eye level. Eye level look, level look. Yeah, these are important words, level look. Okay, so we are having a level look. When we see the right, we don't see the left. When we see the left, we don't see the right. So if something is vanishing here, and if the same object is vanishing here also, there has to be 2 vanishing points. Okay? But when we are having a level look, there is something standing right in front of us. It's easy to see up and down, almost at the same time. Down this way and up that way is a different story. Overall look, like that, you know, that much we see. That much. When we see that much, we turn, we don't see this. We turn, we don't see this. When we see up and down, you know, we can see up and down very easily together. So third point is needed, whether it's going to be up or low. Systematic vanishing lines stop there. But, meaning this is human being. We talk about what human capabilities are. And we are going to be drawing, we are not talking about how much uh, a computer operated machine can draw. There are computer operated machines, there are computer operator chiseling, laser cutting, and all those things are there, right? We know that. What can a human being do? Can you make this bottle exactly like this? You can't. You can't. But a machine cannot make this bottle without the human being asking the machine to do it. Okay? So we have certain limitations. So within our limitations, there can be only 3 vanishing points. 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, and 3-point perspective. Okay? We have about 20 minutes. I'll quickly go through 2-point and 3-point, but we will do 2-point. 2-point becomes pretty complicated. Okay? So, do this drawing. I'm also going to give you one exercise. Do this drawing today and tomorrow, please, before you come to the 2-point perspective. Also listen to, see all your, when I spoke about a line, a line, there are 2 ends to it. We call them loose ends. This A and B are the ends, right? We call them loose ends. They're called loose ends. So this line has 2 loose ends. So we have connected both the loose ends to the vanishing point. This end, this line has 2 loose ends. We have connected both the ends to the vanishing point, so on and so forth. This has a vertical line in the center. We have connected both the ends to the vanishing point. So only when we connect, when we simplify an object's outline, drawing, when outline is called the drawing, you put the outline right, you get the object right. Okay? So, you get the core lines. Without drawing those lines, that object cannot be drawn. Okay? Intricacy is different. Detailing is different. So the basic drawings will have lines, independent lines, which will have 2 ends. All loose ends have to be connected to the vanishing point. Is that understood? Yes. Okay. Now, I've drawn this. Okay, I'll go to the next page. What is our lesson name? Somebody please? Perspective drawing. Okay, perspective drawing. Drawing, they're doing drawing because the distinction is we'll be doing painting. Now we are doing drawing. We'll be doing coloring. And so this is perspective coloring also we'll do. Okay. So, okay, this is perspective drawing. Okay. So now we know, at least you have not tried, maybe you're trying, I don't know. Or you have done it before, I don't know. I'm doing. And I told you, this is how you do the drawing. So what do I start with now? I'm going to do a perspective, 1 point perspective. What do I start with? Please.
Some roads with buildings, sir.
No. How do I start drawing? How do I start? What is the procedure? 1, 2, 3, 4.
First eye level,
Okay.
sir.
First we draw horizontal line.
Yeah, eye level line is also known as
Horizontal.
Horizon.
horizon. Okay. Horizon line. I divided that into, say, smaller area, bigger area. Now I'm going to divide that into almost equals. Okay. So 15, 15, because I'm going to give you an exercise, and then I'm going to go to 2-point perspective. Okay. Take a few more seconds. Take a few more seconds and be correct. Instead of marking this, if you draw a line, it will be going theta meta. Okay, so that took about, say, 3 seconds. 1, from there, 2, 3. Then I draw a line. Instead of drawing a line and seeing whether it's right or wrong. Okay, so I think it's Plato who said, yeah, Aristotle's teacher, Socrates' student. Plato said, do not discourage somebody who is always doing something better, who is progressing all the time, even if the progress is slow. So if you're doing the right thing, even if you're slightly slow, that doesn't mean you'll do something, go cover yourself, sleep, and come the next day and do. No, you have to be constantly progressing. Yeah? Do not discourage somebody who is constantly progressing, even if the person is slow. Got the point? So, even if it takes a couple of seconds more, do it right. Okay, like that's enough. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw a few rectangles of different dimension, size, whatever we are going to be calling it. Okay. So I'm going to be drawing a few lines like that, and I'm going to be drawing a few lines here. Now it can. I'm drawing it almost parallelly. I have the right to do this because I have the experience. 1. 2, I don't have enough time. I have to teach as much as possible to you, as possible within the given time. See, okay. Okay, let me make that into a square, almost a square. Okay, I'll make this into a rectangle. Okay, now the first thing that we did was eye level line, okay? Or the horizon line. That is number 1. The second that we have to decide is, do the, what is the name? Facade. Facade of the object that we are going to draw in perspective, that is 2. Okay? Once that is done, we decide, okay, I'm going to draw everything to vanish here. So the vanishing point is the third. Okay? So what is this? That is self-explanatory. Okay? So I don't have to tell you what that is. So this is the facade. That is the
That is the
facade.
facade.
That's the
That's the
vanishing point
vanishing
I've
point
written
I've
there.
written there.
Now I'm going
Now
to
I'm going
draw
to
several
draw several
facades. Huh?
facades.
We have
They
10
have
minutes.
10
I'll
minutes.
try to
I'll try
finish
to
it in
finish
10
it in 10
minutes. Huh?
minutes.
We had
We had
our
our
diploma
diploma
examinations for
examinations for
university
university
examinations.
examinations.
You know
You
that I
know
went
that I
for
went
that.
for that.
Like, okay,
Like, okay,
diploma.
diploma.
See, when you're
See, when you're
drawing a
drawing a
circle,
circle,
if you
if
draw
you
a
draw a
square,
square,
cut that
cut that
into
into
quarters
quarters
and draw
and
this
draw
arch,
this
it is
arch, it is
slightly
slightly
easier.
easier.
Okay?
Okay?
Now what I'm
Now
going
what
to
I'm
do
going to do
is,
is,
what shall we
what
do?
shall we do?
We'll
We'll
make it
make it
into
into
hexagon.
hexagon.
So we
So
had
we
a
had a
meeting with
meeting
the
with the
students,
students,
usually
usually
during the
during the
examination,
examination.
because
Because
probably that's
probably
the
that's the
last time
last time
we
we
meet as
meet
bridge
as bridge
students. After
students.
that,
After
we'll
that,
be
we'll be
meeting as
meeting as
professionals. Now, like,
professionals. Now, like,
whomever we
whomever we
meet, we'll be
meet, we'll
meeting
be
as
meeting as
professionals.
professionals.
This is the last
This is the
time we
last
meet
time we
as
meet as
students.
students.
So that
So
was
that was
sort of a
sort of
very,
a very,
very
very
emotional.
emotional.
Okay,
Okay,
now we
now
have
we have
one,
1,
two,
2,
three,
3,
four,
4,
5,
5,
6 is
6
covered.
is covered.
7, 8
7,
is
8
covered.
is
There are
covered. There
8
are 8
loose ends.
loose ends.
This has 2,
This has
this has
2,
2,
this
this
has
has
2,
2,
this
this
has
has
2,
2,
this has 2,
8.
8.
But
But
since they are
since they are
connected, only
connected,
4
only
are
4 are
needed. Huh?
needed.
So I'm
So
going to
I'm going to
draw,
draw,
I'm going to
I'm going to
connect them.
connect them.
Now we can
Now we can
draw a
draw a
parallel line
parallel
to
line to
this.
this.
Okay, what I'm
Okay, what
doing is
I'm
I'm
doing is I'm
using this
using
line
this
on the
line on the
scale because
scale
those
because
lines
those
will
lines will
generally be
generally be
parallel
parallel
unless
unless
unless the
unless the
machine did a
machine did a
mistake
mistake
or there
or
was
there was
somebody who
somebody
made a
who
big
made a big
mistake.
mistake.
Those will be
Those will be
parallel.
parallel.
Okay. So that
So
is
that is
understood.
understood.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a
It's a
cuboid
cuboid
but parallel.
parallel.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
Now
this is
this is
on
on
the
the thing.
see
See,
a
a
cube. How
cube.
many
How many
sides does a
sides does
cube
a
have?
cube have?
One
One
facing,
facing,
one right
one right
behind,
behind,
one on the
one on the
left,
left,
one on the
one on
right,
the
one
right,
on
one
top,
on
and one
top,
at the
and one at
bottom.
the bottom.
6.
6.
Okay,
Okay,
6.
6.
There are
There are
times
times
when you can
when you can
see
see
just one.
just one.
When you keep
When you
it
keep it
parallelly to the
parallelly to
center,
that
right
center,
in
right
the
in the
center, you can
center,
see
you can
only
see
one.
only one.
Now you can
Now you
see
can
2.
see 2.
Now you can
Now you
see
can
3.
see 3.
Can you see
Can
more
you
than
see more
that?
than that?
At the same
At the
time?
same
No,
time?
you
No,
can't.
you can't.
Unless it is
Unless it is
transparent
transparent
or a
or
wire
a
mesh.
wire mesh.
A wire
A wire
mesh
mesh
is
is
something like
something
this.
like this.
Say I'll just draw
I'll
it
just draw
here.
it here.
I'll draw
I'll
that
draw
to be a
that to
wire
be a
mesh.
wire
Okay.
mesh. Okay.
See here
See
I
here,
just
I just
drew
drew
this
this
line,
line,
and that
and
line.
that line.
I didn't
I
have to
didn't have
connect
to
that
connect
line
that
because
line
this is
because this is
solid. You
solid.
can't
You
see
can't
that
see
line.
that line.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to
Now
be
I'm going to
drawing
be
a wire
drawing a wire
mesh.
mesh.
Okay?
Okay.
Now,
Now,
since we don't have time, I'm just drawing like that. Please don't draw like that. Use a scale and draw proper lines. Huh? This we
this we
call as a
call as a
wire
wire
mesh.
mesh.
Or this
Or
is a
this is a
plexiglass.
plexiglass.
Transparent
Transparent
glass
glass
box.
box.
Or
Or
only
only
those
those
rods.
rods.
The sides
The
are
sides are
empty.
empty.
So when the
So when the
sides are
sides are
empty,
empty,
this is
this
known
is known
as a
as
wire
a
mesh.
wire mesh.
We can draw
We can draw
faces with
faces
that.
with that.
Like
Like
one line,
one
one
line,
line,
one
one
line,
line, line,
one
line,
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 and
line,
they
and
join
they join
together and
together
it
and
becomes a
it
wire
becomes a
mesh
wire mesh
face.
face.
Okay,
Okay,
useful
useful
resolution.
resolution.
Okay,
Okay,
now this
now
circle
this
is there.
circle is there.
Suppose there is
Suppose
a
there is a
circle out
circle out
here too.
here too.
I'll never get a circle anywhere. Oh my God. Okay. I'll draw an elliptical shape. Hmm? Slightly theta.
Slightly theta.
No.
No.
Like this. Huh?
This one.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'll complete
I'll
it
complete
just a
it
few
just a few
seconds.
seconds.
So
So
that is
that
the
is the
apex point.
apex point.
Okay.
Okay.
So if we
So if we
connect that,
connect
it's
that,
going
it's
into
going
the
into the
circle.
circle.
Right? Here
Right?
it's
Here
going in.
it's going in.
So you
So
go
you
to
go
that
to that
end
end
and come
and come
to,
to,
we call
we
that a
call that a
tangent. If you
tangent.
take
If
a
you take
90
a 90
degrees,
degrees,
that will be the
that will be
prema.
the prema.
Electricity.
Electricity.
Prema?
Prema?
Electricity.
Electricity.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
we
we
draw
draw
within this
within this
area the
area the
same
same
curve,
curve,
the
the
same
same
part of
part of
the
the
semicircle
semicircle
within that
within that
area.
area.
You got a
You got a
cylinder?
cylinder?
You got a
You got a
cylinder?
cylinder?
You can do
You can
that
do
here
that
too.
here too.
I'm going to
I'm
draw
going
it
to draw
very
it
rough.
very rough.
These won't
These won't
show.
show.
This is
This is
parallel to
parallel
this.
to this.
This is
This is
parallel to
parallel
this.
to this.
Not showing
Not showing
much.
much.
Okay.
Okay.
So if
So
this
if
is
this
going
is
to
going
be
to be
connected,
connected,
we take
we
it from
take
the,
it from the,
we fix
fix
this,
this,
okay, we
okay, we
keep the
keep the
dot
dot
perfect,
perfect,
and we
and we
start pulling
start pulling
out till we
out till
come
we
to the
come to the
edge
edge
of the
of the
curve
curve
and
and
connect it.
connect it.
Okay,
Okay,
we fix
we fix
this
this
and we
and
come
we
to
come to
the
the
edge
edge
of the
of the
curve
curve
and
and
connect it.
connect it.
Connected.
Connected.
Now we
Now we
get
get
this
this
curve
curve
perfect
perfect
here.
here.
Do we
Do we
understand?
understand?
So,
So,
if we are
if
going
we
to
are
do
going to
one
do
point
1 point
perspective,
perspective,
we will
we
have
will have
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
1
1
right below
right below
here,
here,
1 to the
1 to the
left,
left,
1 to the
1 to
right.
the right.
This is below eye level. Above eye level, we'll have 3. On eye level, we'll have 3. One will be just something like that. So, there can be 9 objects. Okay, 1 point perspective I'll just write so that this only. Nine. Okay? There will be 9. I want you to do this exercise on A4 paper or whatever paper. I want you to do this exercise using as many clear forms as possible. Okay. If you want to do, say, square, rectangle, circle, and elliptical, just that, fine. Or you want to do hexagon, pentagon, octagon, elliptical shape with a hole inside. If there is going to be a hole inside, what will it look like? Like if you want to do exercise like that, fine. Nothing wrong in that. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. So that will go there, that will go there. Okay? So it will be like that. So if there is light coming from, say, here, this will be lit, that will be dark, right? There will be a shadow falling here. Huh? This will be very dark. This will be in between. There is a little bit of light falling there. Huh? This will be the face. No, face facade. If you want to do that, you can do that, or you want to do just this, just this. Okay, shall we meet day after tomorrow? Anything else to ask?
இந்த சிலிண்டர்ல வந்து நமக்கு வயர் மெஷ்ல பண்ணா எப்படி சார் பண்றது? ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணி காமிங்க சார்.
ஆச்சா?
ஓகே சார், ஓகே.
அவ்வளவுதானே?
ஓகே சார், ஓகே.
சப்போஸ் இன்னொரு நடுவுல இன்னொரு சர்க்கிள் வந்து கட் பண்ணி மாட்டிருந்தேன்னா வயர் மெஷ், இன்னொரு வயர் சர்க்கிள் போட்டிருந்தேன்னா நடுவுல இன்னொரு சர்க்கிள் வரும். அவ்வளவுதான்.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே.
ஓகே
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே
சார் எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு டவுட் சார். சாரி, நான் இந்த கிளாஸ் லேட்டா தான் ஜாயின் பண்ணேன். அதனால நான் இந்த கிளாஸ்ல எனக்கு ப்ரீவியஸ் கிளாஸ்ல ஒரே ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு சார். சும்மா ஜெனரலா மட்டும் கேட்கலாமா சார்?
If you don't mind, there are some people who don't understand Tamil. But if you want to, if you are going to be comfortable talking in Tamil alone, I don't mind. I'll answer in English if you don't mind.
Okay, sir. Definitely you can answer in English, sir. Sir, நீங்க லைட் இந்த ஆங்கரை பத்தி சொல்லி கொடுத்தீங்கல்ல சார், ஆங்கர் லைட். இது வந்து இன்சைட்ல நம்ம இப்ப வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டில் லைஃப் வரையறதுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி. இப்ப சன்லைட் எடுத்துக்கிட்டாக்கா அதுக்கு எப்படி சார் ஆங்கர்? அதெல்லாம் அதுக்கு வந்து கிரவுண்ட் தான் ஆங்கரா? எப்படி அது?
இமேஜினேஷன் என்னன்னா, சன் ஏதாவது ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல தான் சன் இருக்கும். மீனிங் இட் cannot be it cannot cover a large area. இப்ப ஈஸ்ட்ல இத்தனை டிகிரில சன் ரைஸ் ஆகும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? they say at the east sunrise will be at so many degrees from Chennai harbor. From Tambaram it will be in a different angle. Okay.
சார் இல்ல நான் என்னோட
Wait. வரேன். So, the anchor and the light source, we point at one point. Okay. So likewise, the sun, we can say the sun is up here. It is coming from there. And let me just, let me see if I have any space. I usually don't draw on this page. I'll just quickly show you, okay, on that page. Say, we'll just say we are just taking a football ground. We're taking a football ground, so sun will be the light, right? So it is say 8 o'clock in say when it's December. If that is the center right up, in December the sun will be here, right? In summer the sun will be here. In autumn the sun will go there, isn't it? The sun will be moving like that. Of course the sun doesn't move, the earth moves. Huh? Okay, so now I can say at 11 o'clock the light will be from here or here. Okay, the light will not be from here. The light cannot be from here. Cannot be from here because this will be morning. This will be east side. That will be west. So we have a very clear picture about at this time the sun will be in this position on during this month, this place of the earth. So this becomes a bit complicated. So what we presume is we are standing in one place, the sun is coming from here. I am facing the north. So this will be my east. So at 9 o'clock the sun will be here. At 9 o'clock the sun will be here. I am facing north. This will be my east, this will be my west. At 12 o'clock it will be here. So at 11:30 it will be here. You get my point? And 1 o'clock it's going to be here. 4 o'clock it's going to be here. 6 o'clock it's going to be here. 7 o'clock, no light. So we don't talk about the exact position or science of that assumption. We just think, okay, so 3 o'clock the sun will be here. 45 degrees light. Okay. 11:30, not 11:30, 10:30, 11. 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock it's down. Comes up at 5:15. Here at 12 o'clock. In between, what is the time? Okay. What? 7 hours, 3.5 hours. Done. 8:39 it will be at 45 degrees. Have I made myself clear? Shanmugha Priya?
சார் என்னோட டவுட் வந்து என்னன்னா நம்ம இப்ப இந்த லைன் டிரா பண்ணி இந்த ஷேட் எல்லாம் நீங்க குடுக்குறீங்களா சார்? அது வந்து இப்ப இந்த சன்லைட் எல்லாம் இருக்கும் போது நாம வந்துட்டு சும்மா ஜஸ்ட் கண்ணுல பார்த்து தானே அந்த ஷேடு குடுக்குறோம். இப்ப வரைஞ்செல்லாம் நம்ம கொடுக்க முடியாது இல்லன்னு கேட்க வந்தேன் சார். அந்த மாதிரி
வரைஞ்சு கொடுக்கலாம். ஏன் வரைஞ்சு கொடுக்க முடியாது? சப்போஸ் இது வந்து ஒரு ஃபுட்பால் கிரவுண்ட் வேண்டாம்.
ஆங்கர் என்னவா எடுத்துக்குவீங்க? கிரவுண்ட் லெவல்ல
அதான் ஆங்கர். இந்த ஆங்கர் அதான் எடுக்க போறேன். ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். சரி, அப்ப வந்து நம்ம வந்து சிம்பிளா காட்டுறதுக்காக என்ன செய்யறோம், ஒரு ஒரு ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா எடுக்காம அந்த நம்ம செஸ்ல வந்து அந்த பான் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதை எடுத்துக்கிறோம் சிம்பிளா எடுக்கிறதுக்காக. இப்ப வந்து இத வந்து எத்தனை மணிக்கு காட்டணும்? சன் வச்சு நம்ம வரைய போறோம். We are going to draw this using sun as the light. What time do you want to do this?
Just ஒரு ஆஃப்டர்நூன் டைம் எடுத்துக்கலாம் சார்.
What time?
12 o'clock எடுத்துக்கோங்க சார்.
12 o'clock light will be there, no problem for me. I don't need an anchor. Anchor will be somewhere here. The sun will be right out. It can be anywhere. It will be the same degree.
Okay. So morning time, sir?
What time?
Morning 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay. So, kindly bear with me. I'll just complete this in 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. So, 5 o'clock, the sun will be here. We'll call this the east. We'll call this the west. How can you call that? I'm a creator. I'm creating this. I'm the God of this. So I say this is east, this is west. So the sun will come from here. At 12 o'clock, it's going to be here. At 5 o'clock, it's down. Okay. So, how many hours? 7 hours. This will be 3.5 hours, right? 7 hours. From here to here is 7 hours. This will be 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Right? Stop me if you don't understand or if I'm wrong. So which means, so 3.5 hours, 8:30?
Okay.
You said 8:30, right?
8 o'clock, sir. Okay.
8 o'clock. Oh, okay, 8:30 is fine. Okay, so this is 8:30. So where is the sun?
Here.
It
Towards
is
your right.
above, towards my right at 45 degrees, very far away. But I'm not worried about the sun. The sun rays are always parallel.
Okay.
Because of the distance, sun rays are parallel.
Okay.
Very strange. Very
Okay.
strange. Okay. So now, I don't have to have an anchor. I say the light coming from here, and I take that as my cutoff line. I take the sun ray from there, and I say that would be the center. If that is going to be the center, that's going to fall there, that's going to fall there. So what did I presume? The sun is somewhere here, just outside.
Okay. So நீங்க ஆங்கர் இதுல எடுத்துக்கல இல்ல சார் இத
எனக்கு
ஜஸ்ட் நீங்க
இது ஆங்கர். சன் எங்க இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கிறோம். சன் எங்க இங்க இந்த இடத்துல எங்க இருக்கு, அந்த இடத்துல இருந்து ஆங்கர் எடுத்து நான் போயிட்டு, பட் the anchor line I have drawn here. Anchor line I have drawn here.
ஓகே சோ இமேஜினேஷன்
Imagination அப்படின்றத விட we call it presumption. யூகிக்கிறேன். நான் presume. No, I'm not imagining. I presume.
ஓகே presume
Because I presume this is where it should be, according to my knowledge.
ஓகே
So, if there is a, say there is a tunnel.
இல்ல சார் நம்ம
Okay,
இப்போ
that's
அதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க ப்ரிசைஸா வரைஞ்சீங்க இல்ல சார் ஆங்கர்ல இருந்து லைன்ஸ் டிரா பண்ணி அது வந்து கிரவுண்ட் லெவலுக்கு கொண்டு வந்து அதுக்கப்புறமேட்டு அந்த ஷேடோ கரெக்டா வரைஞ்சீங்க இல்ல அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம இதுல வரைய முடியாது இல்லன்னு கேக்குறேன்.
ஒரு நிமிஷமா இத ப்ரிசைஸா வரைஞ்சிருவியா? டீடைல சொல்லல. அந்த ஒரு ஹோல் ஒன்னு இருக்கு,
எல்லாமே
சைஸ் எல்லாம் கரெக்டா வரைஞ்சிடலாம் இல்லையா? அதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் தரேன்.
இத
ப்ரிசைஸா வரைஞ்சிருவியா?
கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம் சார்.
ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.
ஆமா சார்
ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.
ஆனா இது இப்படி ஒரு எரேசர்ன்றத காட்டிட முடியும்ல.
கண்டிப்பா
இப்படி ஒரு எரேசர் இருக்கு, இது வந்து ஷார்ப்னர். We can show that this object is whether this is an eraser or whether this is a soap or whether, but the shape is almost like that. There is a small cut out here. No, we can say no, like we just draw like that, and we say it's coming down like that. It's going there. It's getting cut here. We can show that this object is like this.
ஓகே புரிஞ்சுது சார்.
Okay. So there are things where we can clearly define.
ஓகே புரிஞ்சிருச்சு சார்.
See, if there is a white thick cloth
and if it is
a skirt,
somebody is
wearing that,
we can very
clearly draw that, right?
without any doubt.
If that is a chiffon cloth,
white chiffon
White
cloth.
chiffon cloth. White in the sense transparent, like glass.
Can we
Can we
clearly
clearly
that?
define that?
But we can show that there is a skirt. Somebody is wearing a skirt made out of chiffon. Okay, so we can express ourselves certain things which are beyond our measuring ability. We presume. We presume. We are like more than using our imagination. We use our knowledge. 5 o'clock sunrise. 12 o'clock top. 3.5 hours, 7 hours there. 8:30 it will be at 45 degrees. That's exactly what I showed.
சார் புரிஞ்சுதுங்க சார் எனக்கு இப்போ ஓரளவுக்கு ஒரு இமேஜினேஷன் பண்ண முடிஞ்சது சார். இது क्वेश्चन ஏதாவது ரொம்ப இதா இருந்துச்சா சார் இல்ல நான் நல்லா கிளாஸ்
இல்லமா இல்ல இது என்னன்னா இதே क्वेश्चन வந்து ஒரு இன்னொரு நாள் வந்து ஒரு 1 hour இருக்கிறப்ப சொன்னா இன்னும் டீடைலா உள்ள போகலாம். இப்ப அந்த டனலை பத்தி ஆரம்பிச்சேன்.
சாரி சார் அந்த கிளாஸ்
இல்ல நோ
வீடியோ பாத்து
இல்ல கேட்கலாம். அதாவது என்னன்னா நிறைய பேர் இந்த இதை கேள்வி கேட்டுட்டு many people could be having this question, but maybe they have an idea, but they are not very clear. Now they'll be very clear because of the question you asked. So asking a question about the subject is never wrong. Time, that's the only problem. Okay, it's 16 minutes that we have overshot.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay
சார் ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் மட்டும் சார்.
ஆமா
சார் இப்போ வந்து நான் இந்த A4 ஷீட்ல இங்க பாருங்க சார் நான் வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
yes
இப்போ இந்த A4 ஷீட்ல நான் இந்த கிரே வேல்யூ நீங்க சொல்லி கொடுத்ததும் கலர் வேல்யூ சொல்லி கொடுத்ததும் நான் இந்த பாண்ட் பேப்பர்ல வரைஞ்சிருக்கேன் சார். ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் ஒரு கிளாஸா. அப்புறம் இந்த கலர் வீல் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க சொன்னதே இதே இந்த பர்சன்டேஜ் எல்லாமே இதுலயே போட்டு இது மாதிரி ஒரு ஷீட்ல வரைஞ்சிருக்கேன் சார்.